Hi there, Robert here. Hope everyone is safe and well. Welcome to Easy to Grow Food at Home. And today I just want to answer your questions. And the first question, do I need a hydroponic unit? No, you do not. Do I need a heat lamp? No, you do not. That is the main questions I receive, and let's explain. If you want to grow your food hydroponically, it's all you're doing is growing in water with nutrients. And you can grow seeds using the hydroponic method in a margarine container. Fill it with Leica balls, and Leica balls you can get from the supermarket or you can get from the garden centre, are little clay pebbles that absorb water. You put them into your bottle or into your margarine container and you fill the container up 3/4 full. And what you do, you leave it for about an hour in water before you use it, so everything soaks in. What I do, I fill the container up to the top, I leave it for an hour, empty some of the water out, so it's 3/4 full. I sprinkle seeds on top. Some of them are going to fall in the water and die. Others are going to stick to the Leica balls at the top and they'll grow. And when they grow, I can remove them very carefully and I can put them in soil. Or I can let them grow even more and I can put them in bottles. And this is the other method. If you're going to grow using bottles, which is put your seedling in soil first in a starter pack, grow your seedlings and then take them out the soil, rinse them in lukewarm water, put them in the neck of the bottle with a sponge. As long as your root touches the water, you have grown hydroponically. That's what I do. Now, let's move on from there. Do I need a lamp? No, you don't. You can have the light from your room. As long as your room you're in is warm, the light will do. But having a heat lamp, the advantage is force your plant to grow 3 or 4 times quicker. And you can buy these heat lamps from any garden centre, Walmart. You can buy them from Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. It doesn't matter. I do recommend you get the LED light because it's going to cost you a fraction of the cost of the lower cost ordinary bulbs for heat lamps. They're quite expensive to run. So get the LED one for about $15, right? And you need 14 to 16 hours a day. I use 14 hours. It goes on at 5 o'clock in the morning while it's dark. And it goes off at night about 7 o'clock, just as the light is going down outside. But it's still got a little bit of light from indoors. Your plant needs to rest from that heavy sunlight or that artificial light using a lamp. So that is an easy way if you do not want to purchase a hydroponic unit. You're getting exactly the same effect by using a lamp. A lot of people, they buy a grow tent and they put big lamps inside. A little bit more commercial that I don't want to do. This method is quite easy. And this is the method that I use and most of my neighbours use. Some of them have purchased a very small hydroponic unit, a 5-pod, a 7-pod, 12-pod. Looks very nice. And it is a conversation piece. But they're fixed. I purchased this because I have 4 trays with 5 pods in each tray that I can remove. And at the moment, I've got 1 tray being used with 5 seedlings, or the seeds are being grown in the water hydroponically. In the middle, I have a seedling tray with soil, and at the end, I've got Leica balls in and my drink container. And my lamp is on 14 hours a day. Other units you buy that are fixed, there's nothing stopping you from raising the lamp so the light spreads out more, and you can put your bottles or whatever you want around the outside. It will grab some of that light, and you've got to spin them around a bit every day. Spin them around to equalise the light if it's not getting all your plants, but they will grow. That's using the method. Now, the reason why I purchased this unit is because I can remove the trays, and also when the food starts to grow, I have it here on the container there behind me. It looks nice and it's a good conversation piece. But also what you can do, you can go down to the local store and you can buy nice trays and you can use them. But with this unit on there with a light on, anyone that comes round instantly fall in love with it. And I like it. Other methods we could use, I grow my seedlings in soil, also hydroponically using this unit, and then I'll put them in grow buckets. And what I'm doing now, the reason why I'm starting in February, because I'm growing tomato plants from seed, fraction of the cost. It's cost me less than $1 because I've still got half my plants there I haven't used yet. It's cost me less than $1, and I'm going to have enough to plant grow buckets and on the wall, where I have a tube that is 4 inches, a sewer pipe actually. I went and bought it from Lowe's with caps at each end, holes in the top, very small holes in the bottom to let the water out. I've got a few holes in the side. There's a video on this below. I've got a few holes in the side so it don't get overheated. It lets the heat out. And that's going to grow a wall of tomatoes, 8 foot wide. Well, in actual fact, it's 7'6". When I measured it at home, it was 7'6". I must have lost 6 inches on the way home, but you got the idea. I'm going to have a wall of tomatoes. I'm going to have a wall of strawberries. You can do exactly what you want to do. You can grow enough to feed yourself. You can grow enough to feed the street, and the street is doing it. And we're all saving a lot of money on our food because we're all doing a little bit to help each other. And other ways we are actually saving money is we're running neighbours to the railway station to save the high parking fees to park your car. Also, what we're doing to save each other money is we're all getting out there and cleaning each other's driveway. That's saving $700 a season. All this can go back into the pot because a few of us are placing our money together and we're purchasing food in bulk. And with the purchasing the food in bulk and sharing it out, with growing our food, with others decide to cook that little bit of extra, others are doing other things, it's saving everyone a lot of money. This method was used in the war, and I was born just after the war. In the war, it was called Dig for Victory, where my grandmother, even after the war, she used to grow barrels of potatoes. Neighbours used to grow tomatoes. Neighbours used to grow rhubarb. Neighbours used to grow all other easy vegetables to grow. Lettuces, carrots, everything. Saved us starving to death. And also when the ration card was out, this saved a lot of people. It fed England through the bad times and the hard times and our war times. And this is what we're doing here. In the hard times we're living today, we need each other to help one another out. And some of us are quite lucky, we're not too bad, we're living quite well, but we can still help each other. God bless. All the best. Keep the questions coming and help your neighbours. Thank you very much. Have a great day.